Incidentally, when you do this, take your cabinet doors off, and I went ahead and did that so I don't break a door or spring a door or whatever. Okay, I'm gonna actually reach under here and kind of hold that into place, I think, where it is, and try to get this off at the same time. Come on, Betsy. Come on. Okay. Now reach under here and hang on to the vice grips at the same time. No, that's not wanting to go. Okay. Come on. Boy. There. Got it. I got it. I got it. Yeah. There. Wow. See there? Boom. There she be. The old one. That's it. Now, I can put the new one back in there. Set that in there. The threads are right in there. Now it's pretty tight right there, but I want to go just a hair tighter. And I've got to reach under here and hold my vice grips in such a manner. Okay, that's it. That's all I'm doing. That's all I'm doing. I can take my vice grips off underneath here. Bear with me. This is what I call my vice grips. These are like needle nose vice grips. So you clamp it down, and you can tighten it and clamp it wherever you want, and then you release the handle by that. And then you can tighten it, loosen it, whatever. I put that there, and then this was up against a piece of wood, but I still had to hold on to that. Okay, and I got that pretty good, but I'm going to go underneath and see. I think I have to turn that just a little bit more for where the wires are, because I don't want the main pipes to be kinked or anything. This is tight here. I could put it all together right there, but I'm going to look under here and I'm going to turn the body of that just a little bit more, and I'll probably take my my vice grips or my channel locks under there and do that. Okay, be back in a minute. Okay, everything's fine underneath there. Now, this goes on those little splines on there. You see there? See the splines? There's also splines in there. So when that fits in there, you can adjust the splines wherever they go. Basically, that's just going to fit on there. Okay, like that. Now, I'm going to take the screw that I took off of there, put that back on, make it snug. Okay. And I'm going to put that on there about where I think. Look at that. That looks pretty good, doesn't it? Look at it straight on here. See there? Let's see if that wasn't right. you could put it over wherever you felt comfortable. Because of the splines, you can have it on there wherever, see? Of course we don't want it like how they had it before. We want it about right there. Nope. Okay, come on. You want it like that there. See? Maybe just a hair. Not like that. I think this one's got to go up slightly that way, like that. Okay, that's looking good. And if we want, we can try the water first. Now see, I think these are all set up for hot water side. If you had this one on the cold water side, the handle might be all the way back that way to off, and halfway to on. You're like, oh shoot, does that mean these are handed, right hand, left hand? No. You see this little cotter pin in here? This little goodie right there. See how it slips on there? This pulls off, then this shank gets swiveled over to there, and then you put that back on. Then you can do that after you screw it in, okay? Then you can make it so it's for right hand or left hand. Isn't that cool? I didn't know that at first because I had to replace one of these on the right hand. It was in the middle of the night. I thought, oh great. And I thought, wait a minute. I looked at that. I said, let's try that. And sure enough, it worked. Okay. So that's where I want that. And I've still got my little set screw here. I got my pop-up valve up, just on the off chance that I drop this. And I'm going to set this and just make it snug, or else you're going to strip the head off. Okay. That. And I'm going to push this back down. Okay, before I do that, I'm going to turn the water on. Let's just double check it. I could have double checked it before I put the set screw in, right? Could have just put the handle in. If you remember, I got both the hot and cold water off, okay? I'm going to turn the cold water on. I just turned the handle on, so the water should come on. So now that's just the cold water. Now I'm going to turn the hot water on, okay? Got the handle. I got the handle on. I'm going to turn this valve on. Now I'm going to cross my fingers. When I turn this off, no drips. I have not checked this yet. I do not check stuff like that. I always like to do it in front of you. Voila! Fixed. Yes. Now I can push this back down. It's got some gummy stuff in there. I could have cleaned that off before. Pushed it back down on there. Okay, there. We's back in business. If you had to call the plumber for that, I'm going to say, you know, the part was about $30. Plumbers don't come out to your house for any less than 125 bucks. So the key is to find the right part for your right sink. Because like I say, there's a lot of these out there. You may think, I'll just go to a hardware store. I'll go to 3 hardware stores and I'll get lucky and I'll find the right one. Well, maybe you can. But maybe you have to special order it. And if you do, that means you're going to have to come back, put this one back in if you want your hot water for now. Or you can turn your hot water valve off and just leave it off, let's say, for the entire time until you find the right one. Okay, you could do something like that. Just use this sink with the cold water. Okay. Am I a professional plumber? No. And you don't have to be one either. I showed you how to do it, and I know you can do it yourself. You know what? The sign of a good handyman person is putting back everything back that you found in its place. The job is not complete until you get it looking like no one was ever there. Okay? I like these quick release concealed hinge doors. That's as quick as it is, just like that. Oh, you want to see it done again? All right. There. To pull them back off. Some of them are tricky, but these just have a button on the back, and you push in on it. See, it's as quick as it is. You just have to get them resituated just right. And did you know, this is not part of this video, but you can adjust these. You can raise the door up or down. You can raise it in and out with the screws here, and this back and forth, in and out that way, up and down this way, or this way. You can adjust that. You want to line all this stuff up. If you don't want as big of a gap as this one is, you can get your Phillips screwdriver. Let me get it. I've got about a 3/16 gap there, so I just tighten up that a little bit, and I got about an 1/8, and I look at this gap, and I think I'm going to move that one over. Actually, I got to move this one, because if I move this side over, it's going to raise the top of this door up higher, and this door is lower right now, so which means I'm going to take this door and move over this way. That'll move over closer here, and it will raise it up. So there's a screw right there. That's as quick and easy as it is done. I look at that, make sure these hinges are tight. And if you got a warped door or something, or if this isn't adjusted right, you can push this in further or pull it out. Push this one in, pull that out, and you can fix certain things that way too. Yeah. Check your handles. If you got any loose handles, you can tighten those up. There's lots of stuff you can do with these types of concealed hinges on cabinet doors, especially the double doors. Single doors work the same way. You can adjust those. Now, I'm not going to do that because that's not part of this video, okay? Yeah. But this is all nicely done. Last step is to wipe up, get rid of all your tools, clean up, and we're going to call it good. Well, that's all I got for this time, but I'll be back with more videos. Speaking of more videos, what am I going to do next? I got a toilet here, and I don't know if you were watching before, but this whole toilet is loose. Somebody had caulked it, and it's loose. This is a 10-year-old toilet. Look at that. And the reason why I first noticed it, because if you get on the toilet and move it, see there? I'm moving it right off. And that's another thing. They didn't have it shimmed properly. And when you get a rough floor, you've got to have it adjusted properly when you first install it to have it tight, or it could start loosening up. That's my next project. I've got to take that all apart, and I'm going to use a waxless seal. If you want to keep watching my videos, I'll show you how to do it.